Happy birthday, Leslie. I'm really late, but it's okay. This is the Nerdy Narrative Tag. Hi, I'm Pete. This is the Ponderings of Pete, and I'm super late. Gregory LaPerch previously did this tag like a month or a couple weeks back. He thought he was going to be the latest one to do it, but I'm sorry, Gregory. I'm taking the crown from you. So, this is the Nerdy Narrative Tag. It was created for Leslie at the Nerdy Narrative's birthday by Una and Crypto. I was tagged by Kate at the Literary Apothecary, and now it's time to get into it. So these questions are based around different genres that Leslie reads, which is basically a lot. And the first question is science fiction. What is a futuristic or imaginative element in a book that you are glad is not real? And I have a few answers to this. The first is the optic from Watch Dogs Legion. So this is a game that I played recently. And basically everybody has a external chip type of thing that they put here. That's basically their phone. And, you know, it'll project things for you like a heads up display. And yeah, and it's required. And throughout the game, you hack people's optics. You will use them to send electrical signals to people and like zzz, and all this other jazz. And it's kind of weird. And the government can track you through this, which is, yeah, that's kind of why I don't want those things to be real. I don't like people tracking me, even though I know this phone tracks me a lot. Remember, do all you can so people can't track you. It's kind of a duality of me. I love playing with data, but I hate giving it out and letting people collect it. The second thing is, you know, a Ray Bradbury element. So similar to this automation thing, the optic technology. In one of Ray Bradbury's short stories, in The Illustrated Man to be precise, there is a house. And essentially this family spent thousands of dollars to get everything in their house automated. Sounds great, right? No. Specifically, there's a room in the house. It's a very smart house. And in this room, it basically lets children play with their imagination. So if your children is thinking about Peter Pan, guess what? They can be playing with Peter Pan in this room. And some creepy stuff goes down. And yeah, parents try to turn off the house, turn off this room specifically, and the kids don't want to let them. Scary stuff happens. I read this on the Metro on my way back from work at like 9 at night. It was an interesting time. Very good EP. Number 2, horror. What is the scariest moment you've had in a book? I would say a lot of the times I get nervous when I'm not sure if a character's going to die or not. An author can keep me on their toes like that. That's good. Especially if it's a well-loved character. Like, I don't know if this guy's going to die or not. He's set up to die a little bit. What's going on? So yeah, that's kind of like one of the scary moments for me. Number 3, fantasy. What would you import from a fantasy world into the common everyday world? Well, first of all, there's one answer to this question. And that answer is dragons. But I will give you others. Magic. Dragons and magic are kind of the two standard answers. And I'm gonna stick with those. Any type of magic, like Mistborn magic, oh snap. They're definitely magics that would not be good to import into this world. Like from what I know of the Wheel of Time magic, if you're a man and you have magic, it corrupts you, which is not good. So some magic, not all magic. Number 4, comic or manga. What's a comic that you enjoyed or that you've been wanting to check out? And the answer to this is one that I got a while back. Darth Maul, Son of Dathomir. So this comic takes place after Darth Maul's arc in Clone Wars, but before Clone Wars Season 8. Because there's this comic tells you what happens between that arc and where he pops up in Clone Wars Season 8. Because you don't actually know what happened. This was actually supposed to be a Clone Wars episode. Before Cartoon Network canceled it, this was one of 3 major arcs that was planned for Season 8. And before Season 8 was actually rebooted and, you know, Disney actually decided to make it, this was turned into a comic. And I would have loved if they had actually put this in Clone Wars Season 8. But they didn't. Because they did some other stuff. Like, you know, I dumped the spice. Ahsoka deserved better than that. Anyways, Darth Maul, son of Dathomir, is an epic confrontation between 4 or 5 different villains. Darth Maul, Palpatine, Grievous, Dooku, and the mother chick. I don't remember her name. Darth Maul's mom, basically. The witch. All of those. And it is epic and amazing and really cool. Check it out if you're interested. If you've seen the Clone Wars and you know what's going on there, it's a really good comic. Number 5, literary fiction and classics. What's a classic book that you've been meaning to read for a while? The first I would put on is Pride and Prejudice. I've heard a lot about this book. I think I was supposed to read it, or I did read it for school in high school, but I don't remember that much from it. There's definitely been things that have been spoiled for me because online, but I do like Jane Austen, and I want to read more of her books. I've read Emma and Northanger Abbey so far, so Pride and Prejudice seems like a good next step. The other one I would say is Infinite Jest. I would put this in either the classic or the sci-fi thing. This was written in the 90s, so you could technically put it in the sci-fi one easier because it is a sci-fi book, but it's complicated. I've started it ages ago and I need to finish it. I got distracted. After I finish Gulag Archipelago, I think that's probably when I'm going to really dive into it and just be like, screw it, I'm going after it. It's a dense book. I think I put it away already, but it's dense and it's dense. Whew. Looking forward to reading it though. The Busy Bee. What book or series would you like to share with all your friends? And this question has popped up like in the last 3 tags. So I'm going to try to give a different answer. And I'm going to say The Expanse. Such a good sci-fi series. I think it is well done. Really, I've said this before, really takes an in-depth look at the humanity, of how humanity is going to react. Different characters are almost not necessarily caricatures, but like they represent different sectors of humanity and how those sectors of humanity would react to the world just constantly getting thrown upside down. So it's good. Go read it, please. There's also a TV series which helps with understanding some of the descriptions. So the TV series is also decent from what I've heard. I do need to watch it though. Question 7, influencer. If you could have influenced an author to make one decision differently, what would it be? And my answer to this is Pierce Brown, Golden Sun. Give Cassius a better arc in Golden Sun because we have a decent Cassius arc in Red Rising, a better Cassius arc in Morning Sun. Give us the connection in the middle. Like, give us more conflict in the middle in Golden Sun. That's what I would have done. I don't know if I would have replaced Cassius, if I would have downplayed Roke's arc more. I don't know. Probably would have. Last question, outside of the tag, is birthday wish. What book do you wish for your birthday? Yes. There's a lot. I think narrowing it down to one is impossible. Like, I want to get the rest of these. I think as the illustrated editions come out, I'm definitely going to keep collecting them, especially if they do all like 14 or 15 books. That'd be awesome. I think it's 16 actually. That'd be sick. What else? Malzahn books are great. Brandon Sanderson books are great. Agatha Christie books are great. Yes. I don't have all the books yet, so yes. The last question is the tag question. Who do you want to tag? This is a birthday tag, so I'm not going to tag anybody because it's been months. And all the people have done the tag already. So we'll resurrect this tag next year. If you want to do this tag, go ahead and do it. It's a fun tag. If you liked this video, like and subscribe. Also, I never explained the hat. I realized I'm wearing the hat because Leslie is known for outrageous costumes at some point. So I decided I'd go in and do some funny stuff. So if you didn't like this, if you didn't like the hat, give me a downvote if you really want to. Subscribe, hit the bell notification because that's important so you can see more of my weirdness if you really want to. Yeah, and have a great day.